my lovely sewing friends, it's Catherine here and welcome to my YouTube channel Serenity Sews. Firstly, a big apology. I've not put out any sewing videos for almost 4 months, I think. There's no excuse apart from I've been really busy doing some writing. I've been putting together a book over the last couple of years and I wanted to meet my deadline, which was March. So that took up an incredible amount of my time and I did want to focus entirely on that. The other thing is I've really not felt it. I've had a bit of a low period in my sewing. I have made things and I did have a couple of things that I wasn't happy with, and any of you out there that understands how a sewing life is, I think we go through these periods and I just acknowledged it, didn't put any pressure on myself, and decided not to either talk about it or to pressurize myself into doing sewing when I didn't really feel like it. And I guess the other thing is I'm a little bit overwhelmed at the moment in what is my sewing room, and I'm trying to think how I can arrange things better. I've just got everything in there, and any of you that know me know that my passion for sewing is equalled, if not probably overtaken, by my passion for fabrics. And honestly, they are coming out my ears. In fact, my husband said when my grandson sleeps and he's in the sewing room to sleep, he might get suffocated one night because there are piles and piles. So I do need to take steps towards sorting that out, and I'm trying to think about it, not rush it. And like everything, the older you get, things become a little bit harder. So I'm being kind to myself, I guess. And yeah, so I know a lot of you will understand that and probably give me some ideas of how I move forward. So, secondly, if not thirdly, I'm not sure where I am, but I have also been aware that I'm nearly at 1,000 followers, so that is absolutely wonderful. And I just wanted to say a huge thank you to those of you who are following me and committed to supporting older and not the typical YouTube image, I guess, of women who struggle with how they feel about themselves, etc. So I've always tried to be true to myself on here. If I'm not feeling like doing it, then I'm not going to. But I did want to say thank you to those of you, that almost 1,000 of you that have watched my videos and found them useful and like what I do. So I'm going to give you a thumbs up. I think you deserve it, and I hope you stay with me and we can grow a little bit more. It's never been about the numbers for me. It's just about me documenting what I'm doing, but also encouraging other people to do it, and explaining things that I've learned along the way over these many 55 years of sewing, and what it is that I have learned, and corners that I can help you cut. And I am going to go back to my A to Z of sewing. I've got a really good one for the next letter, which is G. And I'm hoping I get that done this week as well, whilst I'm in the mood. So firstly, I better describe to you what I'm wearing. I'll stand up, hoping you can see this. This is a beautiful viscose linen, and you can see it's the black background. They did do this one in that kind of blue background, which is the one I went for originally, but it sold out really quickly. It is a Lady McElroy linen viscose, and the quality, of course, is fantastic. And I've made a favourite of mine, which is the Freya top or blouse, with these 3/4 sleeves, little pleat there, kind of a little box pleat there at the sleeves, grandad collar, we used to call these, no button there, but then buttoned all the way down. And I just picked out these little green, pale green flower buttons. What I do for my Freya blouses is I do a double yoke, because the pattern doesn't ask you to do that, but I actually prefer to do that because I think it's a cleaner finish. And I just use some white cotton lawn to do that, because I didn't want to use the same fabric, because I felt it might just be a bit too heavy. So yeah, it's hip length. Don't know whether you can see. Yes, you can. And I'm just wearing it with my black and favourite trouser pattern. It's the pattern I use more than anything else. It's a very old New Look pattern, and it's basically just below the waist, cutaway pockets, and I've done them in a black cotton stretch fabric. That's a John Calder fabric that I got from So Essential ages ago, but it is good fabric for trousers, and I think I've made more or less all the colours in that John Calder fabric, but that's what I'm wearing. Right, the next thing I want to talk to you about actually is challenges. I've noticed over probably from January onwards, there has been almost 1, 2, if not 3 challenges every month. And I think challenges are fantastic. They are a wonderful way of bringing the sewing community together. It's a fantastic way of giving yourself a challenge to complete if that's outside of your normal skill range. And I also think it's a great way of bringing sewers together, seamstresses, dressmakers, whatever you call yourself. One moment.